Better to be lonely in spirit with the afflicted than to share the spoil with the proud. Better to have an army of followers who are martyred in God's cause than to have a bunch of wicked white dogs in a bus trip to America. Better to be meek with the suffering of all God's creatures than to profit from the misery and tyrannically enslave them. But I have been witnessing the evil oppression while they ignored the torturous butters of the Charles Manson's revolutionaries. I have strived in God's cause and prayed the Lord spare me the retribution of hell, while they continue to blunder on in their experimental lies and hatred. I come from the east, as art is free, away from the evil handiwork of Christendom. They think they are everywhere and have encompassed the world with their white supremacist evil experiments on misery, pagan worship of Messiah Jesus, Son of Mary. We know blacks who believe in the unseen when the game of chess in as easy and painlessly and without bloodshed as 1, 2, 3. They claim it is hard as rock. We wait for God's retribution, where the natural defeat the impeccable. They continue to blunder on in their transgressions. We know the Messiah will lead to the promised land, whereas white, evil, devil, Ian Brown promises an illusion whereby they claim heaven is on earth and their monarch assumes the rank of God, and they only have an idea to know yourself is to know your enemy. They claim just because of fame they are some sort of high society, and all they do is spy on the Messiah, son of David, and try to imagine a revolution of divide and rule. We are like the sons of man Abel, who God accepted his sacrifice, and who did not raise his hand against his brother, who wished to kill him because his sacrifice was not accepted, and in the end Cain bore the sin of his own and his brothers. We are like martyrs who are not dead but alive, but the Lord enjoys his provisions. They are like the wicked occultist American evil bastard Charles Manson, who wants to divide and rule, and are revolutionaries and think they can be first class in an accidental experiment of misery. Better to be lonely in spirit with the afflicted than to share in spawn and pound. Fuck off all these sold out pagan idols of white supremacy, trying to insult this with a bit of gold jewelry with the eloquence and observations. No soul shall bear the burden of an Indian soul. All you celebrities with your spoil, hope you carry your hoard till the day of judgment, when we know who imitated who, linen or cash. Wait a minute, did the Beatles derive their name from the German car Beetle, or from the London Black Beatles, or from the Beatles set by Submitter, who the devil spy on as they can never spy on the high society in heaven, as they get bombarded with projectiles and net on fire? Wait a minute, answer this. Where does the knowledge come from? History written by the victor or from experience? To be scientific and claim you know, or to be faithful and some might say, true knowledge is you know nothing. Please listen now. Let's just bring it back a bit. Better to be lonely and spirit with the afflicted. New song today, you know what I mean? I'm not proud proud of myself, but I'm happy with what I've been doing, and so it's keeping me going, keeping me motivated. Well, that's nice. There's one guy who likes my stuff called Sharif CPL or something. I don't know where it's from. He's been alright. There's not many likes. I don't get many likes. I don't get many fans. I've been going for 4 years now, and I've written and done like 19 albums nearly, and I've got very little comments, very little likes, very little. I've done artwork, I've done like videos, I've done like books, written books, and mashallah, at least it's good because I'm not in the limelight, you know, and getting distracted from what I should be doing. In that sense, it's good, and God is most wise anyway. And sometimes you measure your success by, you know, like how well you've become commercially or how well you've become noticed and things like that. But then you do end up in a serve money world, whereas if you're serving God, then it's best to keep low profile, because, you know, in the serve money they all know themselves. It's not the enemy, but not just that. It's just, you know, if you make a name for yourself in the world, if you do make a name for yourself in the world, then people regard you as some sort of expert in that field or a professional in that field, and seek your advice or seek your support or seek your help, and then you just become a paid monster, you know. So. And this way I can enjoy life as well, you know, I can just enjoy life, mashallah. A lot of blessings, mashallah. Really things that I like to do, and I can work around. That's moving spirit with afflicted. And, you know, I'm not troubled by anything, you know, and anyways, it's alright. Well, I don't know. May God guide us to the right path, inshallah. God's knowledge encompasses all things. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahu Akbar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Well, there we go. We wrote a few songs the other day. Well, I wrote a few songs the other day. It's on mono, this stereo, this recording, so I don't know if it does record it in mono or stereo. I tried to record it in stereo, but I think it still records it in mono. So it's still pretty good. Shh. Kids, be quiet. It's a good day today. It's nice and warm day and they've got holidays, so they're out playing in the garden. It's like, what song did we do? We did hello? Okay. There you go. This is the one we're looking for. It does start with the word Satan, so some people might be put off straight away from the song. But Satan is a temporal god on earth, and he's made an avowed promise that he'll lead all the humans astray except those worshippers devoted to God alone. And whenever a human is born, there's a jinn, which is what devils are known as, and born alongside the human. Now, the competition of resurrection and life, test of life, is whether you can redeem your soul and redeem the jinn. So the jinn goes to a paradise reserved for jinns, and humans go to a paradise reserved for humans. There's two paradises, one for the jinns and one for the humans. So if you do redeem your soul, then you should ask the jinn to join you. And then you both redeem your soul. But the jinn will pull you towards polytheism and to serve money and try to tell you need to dig out gold and fear poverty. You know, Satan promises you poverty, puts the fear of poverty, promises you fear of poverty, and commands you to commit evil, whereas God promises you forgiveness and grace. And to God belongs everything in the heavens and the earth. And whereas, as you can see in the world, you know, this divide between poor and rich, and how the innocent labourer works and pays his taxes, and the rich oligarchs, the rich people take over the wealth, and then somehow the pirates then take their wealth, and it just becomes a vicious cycle. And there's no sovereigns who are capable of talking about what's going on and what's happening to all the money and what's happening to all the assets of all these countries as they get robbed by pirates and then given loans to live on, given huge loans to live on, which just get blown by the politicians, you know, who all fight for jobs, you know, like what to do in the community and things like that. And then when they have been allocated jobs, they just have all the right in the world to do what they like with the funds, just as long as it pays okay on the paperwork. That's how it works, and they just get a minimum job done, and that's it, really. They strain out a knot and swallow a camel, do politicians, and it's only when you got a sovereign who keeps the wealth of the nation and keeps the interests of the nation at heart, and that you find stability. Now, the only sovereign that they wish to succeed and win is the British sovereignty, or the British monarchy, whereas the true sovereign is son of David, Messiah, son of David. Whereas they're all scientific and haven't denounced the devil, nor killed their soul, and killed their egos. And they haven't killed their egos, whereas anyone who reverences God will make everything easy for him. Anyone who reverences God, He will create an exit for him, and that's the truth. So, mashallah. And martyrs are due absolution, and when we reappear, inshallah. Pirates are working for the monarchy, you know, and they're stealing all the assets of these countries, you know, by putting all the foot soldiers now, humans, you know, are being told to revolutionary, demonstrate and go to the streets and start a war against police, which leads to bloodshed and all sorts of problems, you know, people being arrested and all sorts of things going on. All sorts of disturbances going on, or chaos. And they want to lead to chaos. They want to say there can be another God with God. And if there was another God with God, then there will be chaos. It's like having two plugs in a circuit. You know, if you have one plug going one way and the other plug going the other way, you know, it just causes an explosion, and that's how explosions occur. Basically, and you know, and if you look at these 9-volt batteries, they have a plus and a minus on top. It's still it's only one power still coming through it. You know, every battery has a plus and a minus. It doesn't mean it has two entries, does it? It doesn't mean anything. And there's a neutral too, and that's what it is. God is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. These are the three attributes of God. Knowledge of the future, power of the present, and wisdom of the past. Inshallah, I don't know. God guys, may God guide us to the right path. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Satan promises you poverty and commands you to commit evil. That is why the golden companion for life will try to make you serve money. But if you look to the world, there is no need to sell your soul and become an arrogant lying transgressor. He said, you know, God promises you forgiveness from Him and grace. MashaAllah, the devil's power is nil. If God wills any blessing, no one can prevent it. If God wills any adversity, no one can relieve it except God. Life is uncertain, which means whether your ego gets bigger or whether you kill your ego. The only way is submission to God. Pray to God alone, who hands the dice of your wills. Now why do they care for democracy and not kingdoms? Why do these white pagan evil eyes want the world to become democratic but not kingdoms? Where the paymasters replace sovereigns? Why is it those countries which have been upheaved and challenged by people or by Western forces or by devils searching out gold, and the assets are then controlled by Western countries, and instead they are just given usurious loans and become indebted and enslaved by the pirates and the skull and bones men? I tell you, life by denouncing the devil is a lot better than a life with politics and my life with idolatry. You see, the devil is what humans do as a compromise for selling their soul. God asks and tells us, if you think God cannot support you in this life and in the hereafter, then remove all dependence on anyone and you'll see if that plan eliminates anything that bothers Him. MashaAllah, God never told us about the dark Western societies or who use fancy words or understatements and hypnosis and declared to see from television. God guides from the depths of darkness into light. God controls everything. Anyone who believes in God and denounces the devil has grasped the strongest small one that ever graced. To God belongs all praise. The dawn and sunset are times to pray. The little given in charity keeps the evil away. The little done in remembering the Lord guides the way. My Lord, who is most gracious, most merciful. Allahu Alim, Allahu Qadir, Allahu Wasi, Allahu Akbar. These people have not repented nor feared the Lord. They said they are programmed in their schools to discriminate, and they are radicalized in their school madrasas, after school madrasas, to become ignited in the heat of war. Rather find peace and try and corrupt them with lies and tortuous thoughts, keep them all fearing malice and thinking they are quick. Peace is the matter. Wow, that was alright performance, you know what I mean, alright. It's good, man. It's good. I got something. Where is my smoking thing gone? It's in here. I bought one of these. First I got it from my favourite restaurant. Well, not my favourite restaurant, but best restaurant locally anyway. It's one of the best ones. It's called Desi Grill. Hello? And they're having these. It's the electronic shisha. It's just got electronic liquid in it, and it's got an electronic device that creates smoke. It's got no tobacco or any nicotine or anything tobacco based. It's just a bit of flavour. It's alright. Bought a few of those on eBay. It's a bit cheaper on eBay, you know, but you gotta get the right quality ones, you know. Some waste of time, not waste of time, but you know, because These are like metal, you know, made out of metal, and it's got a diamond end, so you can tell it looks like a proper smoke. And whereas some smokes, my cousin bought, my brother-in-law, my wife's brother bought an electronic cigarette, an electronic shisha, but it was one of those refill ones, and you had to press a button too. You press a button, and all you can do is do this. You just like let the smoke back out your mouth when you can't inhale it, and if you do inhale it, it ends up in your lungs and it doesn't come back out, and it's dangerous. And you're supposed to see a doctor if you do it. So those are just a waste of time. They're too dangerous and too expensive and too bullshit. But these are alright. You don't have to press a button to ignite it. You don't have to. It doesn't make a mess like the shisha does. Burn the carpet or make a mess and stink the place out. Or you can put it in your pocket and just take it anywhere. You can smoke indoors. You can do whatever. It doesn't make a difference. It's not tobacco. And it's not addictive. You don't have to wake up every morning and think, fuck, I need a fag. If you reach my stage, I gave up smoking 5 years ago. 7 years ago, something like that.